Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm doing another commentary here of a diamond level game. This is about 2250 elo on average. I was decided to do this one because we have a Fizz, and it's been a while since I've actually seen somebody playing Fizz, at least in a high level game. He's one of my champions that I enjoy playing. I don't play him too often. I like to play him against like a Gragas and things like that, but it looks like he's going to be against Janna, so we'll see how that works out. And then we'll have a bottom lane of Kog'Maw Taric, and that's going to be interesting. Taric is my favorite support, so a lot of favorites here. They did allow purple team to get Malphite. We'll see if that comes back to bite them later on or not. They've got a really strong like assassination team here with Skarner, Fizz, and Malphite. They can really engage hard onto the enemy team, pull Kog'Maw in, and do a lot of work with that way. As far as what they can do to support Cog, I think it's not going to be as much as they could. I think Ezreal is going to be a lot safer than Kog'Maw in these team fights. But overall, we'll just have to wait and see who is stronger. It's probably going to come down to a lot of the roaming mid game, because I think a lot of these champions are strong at that. Diana's going to want to roam around. Same thing with Fizz, as once he gets level 6, he can run in with his ultimate and do tons of damage to people. And last person going to be loading in here very soon. Calamond is going to be done, and I'm ready for this game to get started. So I just got done playing the new champion on the public beta, so I'll be having a video of her very soon as well. I don't know when I'm going to upload this particular video here, but either way, hopefully you guys are enjoying the increased amount of commentaries that I have been doing. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll do like one pro game commentary a day, and then I'll also do a commentary of one of my own games, and then just one of my other series. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. I plan on doing, you know, either like the champion guides or how to not win series, or one of those other specials as like my third video for a day, but we'll see how that goes based on how much time I have available to me. So game's gonna get loaded up here. I'm gonna try and match everybody up before they run out, but I imagine they're gonna try and get some early action happening as they are already pinging this, and so we'll see if that is actually the case or not. So we've got our mid laners, top laners matched up. I'm gonna go ahead and put the jungler in the bottom, and I did not want to actually swap that. That was an accident. Never mind, we'll just leave the jungler on top. So, pretty standard beginnings here. Looks like Taric is actually picking up his boots first, which is a pretty strong start for Taric. You want to have that early dominance where you can run in and catch people with a stun. It's also really good for roaming, or not roaming, but, well, yeah, roaming, sure, but more for level 1 fights, because you can really catch up and stun people. However, I don't know if they're going to find anyone here. Everyone is just kind of hanging around in the middle. They're playing it really safe. I think they might have an idea that they are not going to win an early fight here in comparison to the enemy team, since they have, you know, they have the execute from Lee Sin. They've got the stun here. ParadoXical can do a lot of damage as well. So yeah, they're gonna go ahead and stand here in the bush. They haven't found anyone. Luckily, they did not get caught here. If red team walks up that area, if they have Malphite run through that area, he's actually gonna go down right here. I can see it happen, and that is gonna be first blood. He had no idea that was gonna happen. Now this, I have to really get onto him for that, because even me, I'm not even 2200 elo, and I know better than that. Like, if you're gonna be standing in the middle like that, and you want to go up to the top lane later, you need to run around to the backside. It's not going to make you lose a lot. The only time you would die running around the backside is if they were all standing there. But even then, like, people usually are going to stand there if they're going to invade. And so that's just kind of a lazy on his part to run into that bush. Kind of a double lift move there, if you remember back in the day when he used to do that shit. All right, blue buff is going to be taken by red. They don't get stopped from that. Blue said, what the hell, we got first blood, we're going to steal your red, and that's going to be really strong for Lee Sin. He might even go in for a really quick gank on the top lane. They've already killed Malphite once. Maybe he's just going to focus him down. Wow, even Taric's coming in. This is going to be really nasty for them. If Taric can land that stun, that's going to be really difficult for him to come back from being behind so much in the lane. There's the stun, there's the Q, everything's going in. Exhaust goes down. They don't have enough damage, though, to clean him up. No ignites or anything like that, but that is going to put him a little bit lower. He is level 1, though, with health potion, so I think he's going to be fine. He's not going to really, it's not going to affect him greatly. I think it's actually going to put a little bit more pressure on the bottom lane here, as Kog'Maw by himself is going to have a bit of trouble against this lane, since the, you know, the Ezreal is just generally a stronger champion early on, and then you add the Janna in there. He seems to be doing okay, though. as far as I can tell, he's not really losing out on a lot of farm yet, and he's just having to pop his health potion to keep himself up. And we'll see. Taric should be back pretty soon. It took him a while to do that, but Taric's mostly the one who's going to be, you know, losing out on that. Overall, though, Irelia does lose to Malphite, so this, you know, this was a good attempt for them to try and help him out, but I mean, I don't know. There's only so much you can do. Yeah, first blood is not really going to set him back. Obviously, he didn't die after that little gank attempt there, so she's going to have to play it really safe, and hopefully that Lee Sin can give him some assistance. Otherwise, she's going to, you know, probably have some trouble if he plays it correctly. Reap 22 doing a little bit of damage, landing on a ParadoXical. Not going to be enough to really take him down, but just a bit of poke. Wow, a nice Q from Lee Sin is going to take a little chunk off of his HP. It's not going to be enough to really force him out of the lane or anything, so he's just going to sit here at his turret and farm safely. Meanwhile, on the bottom, we have Taric still at level 1 while the rest of them are 3, so he's not going to be able to do a lot in terms of support for this Kog'Maw. He can't get really aggressive, and in fact, already they have to really worry about the fact that they're just going to get shoved back by this Janna. Generally on Taric, you want to try and get ahead. I mean, you're going to... Really, the main way you can support as Taric is by being really aggressive and doing a lot of damage. Anyways, that's normally the way I do it. I guess you can try and be the more passive heal support Taric, but honestly, that's not the type of support that Taric is. I don't even take heal until level 4 sometimes, just because I want to go really aggressive and get kills, and that armor buff is really a big deal on him as well. So here we go. Looks like Iliminate is getting really low here, trying to do some return poke on a Malphite. He is out of mana at this point, but he's already shoved up the lane, so I'm pretty sure at this point, after he cleans up this large minion, he's just going to go ahead and head back to his base and buy a couple of items, and he should be back before losing any more creeps himself, whereas Irelia has to sit here and try and farm at the turret now, and he is good to go. Cypress now going to be heading towards the top. I don't think we're going to see a gank. Obviously, he's shoved the lane up, and Malphite wants to go back, so he's just going to go ahead and clean up the rest of his jungle camps. ParadoXical seems to be doing a good job of pushing in Reap. He doesn't have a lot of... Oh my god. Looks like there was a gank there. I'm so bad at watching the minimap. Alright, need more map awareness here. Looks like Cloverblood came in for a lane gank and actually lands a great Q onto Monkuro. That's going to take him down for the counts. Yeah, that's going to be a kill for the Kog'Maw. So nice job. Even though the Taric wasn't there for a while and it gave you know, Kog'Maw a little bit of trouble early on, he had the support from Lee Sin with a great Q land, and that's going to give him 1 kill so far. So they're up by 2. He's trying to hit that level 6 as fast as possible. We'll be getting landed on here from behind. Clover doesn't hit his Q, so he's not going to be able to do a ton of damage, though. He is going to force Reap out of the lane. Oh, my God. I was like, wow, if he keeps fighting like this, he might be able to take him down. Obviously, he's not going to die to the turret, though. That would not have been safe. He didn't have any more cooldowns ready either. Not to mention, Skarner could have been there very quickly as well. So let's take a look at what items we have being picked up. 2 Doran's rings going to give her a little bit of tankiness as well as damage in the lane, enough to really put the pressure onto Reap. Let's see if he can actually win this lane or not. I'm not sure who is going to be stronger. Honestly, I feel like Diana might be stronger just because of that shield that she can do. But if he's able to miss some of her damage with his Trickster, then that should be pretty good as well. JungleStalker continued to put a lot of pressure onto Iliminate up top lane. It's not enough to really force him out of farm, but if there is a gank attempt coming in, that could be... Oh my god, this is actually a triple gank. JungleStalker is going to be in a really bad position. Everything lands on him, exhaust goes down, and he dies very quickly. There's not much he could have done about that because he was not level 6. He couldn't have ulted out to save his life. So really good timing on that gank overall. I think that he might have gotten away if he had his ultimate, but he just did not have enough. In fact, he did not even have... Well, he did have his flash. I guess he just died so fast he didn't have a chance. Reap, in the meantime, going to try and take advantage of the fact that he has a little bit of free farm, push down that lane as much as he can, and so he does have his ulti ready to go. He's not going to be able to use it to burst down ParadoXical unless he gets ParadoXical to around half HP, I want to say. That's close right there. If he can land an ultimate, then he might be able to burst this down. Yep, that's going to be enough to... if he can get 1 dash in... Oh, maybe not. I guess that shield was just too much. In fact, ParadoXical's shield actually saved him there. I think that you really have to factor in the fact that he's got the 2 Dorans as well. I don't know. I thought Reap would have enough damage there. I've played Fizz a few times, and it really seems, I don't know what, I mean, I don't know, let's see, what did he max here? He's got, he maxed his E. I'm not sure, to be perfectly honest. It feels like should have killed him, but yeah, I knew he had to be around half HP. So double kill on bottom. I'm missing shit again. Let's go back and find out what it is. I'm the worst cameraman in A. Like, I need someone to like use the camera for me. Direct to camera, not good enough. But here we go. Nice gank attempt on the bottom. Exhaust is gonna go down, but it really didn't stop him from doing any damage. Just kind of slowed him down for a bit, and they're gonna just completely tower dive this. They couldn't even do enough damage to really turn him around. Janna is gonna go down, and it looks like the turret is enough to really help him out. Oh my god, okay, so that's where the double kill happened. The dive was a little bit too long, and they weren't able to clean up Sojs, so they get one kill, but it's really not worth it seeing as how the Ezreal was able to pick up 2 himself. Top lane, a little bit of action here, but really no kill potential just yet. He's going to have to get Iliminate a little bit further. In fact, he wants to go for it now. He's got that Ignite as well as Ultimate, but is it going to be enough to clean him up? Now that his burst is down, Iliminate just needs to hold on for a little bit longer using those cooldowns, but I think he's going to die if he's going to run here. If oh no, JungleStalker actually ran out of mana. That sucks. Okay, if he had enough mana to use his Q, he probably would have been able to get in there and do some work. Now that his shield's back up, he wants to go back in there and be a little bit more dangerous looking, but Iliminate's got those health potions taken away, I guess so is JungleStalker, and mana is popping up. He's got those 2 Dorans, so he's going for more of an AP Malphite rather than tanky in the lane, and that's going to be enough for him to go ahead and re-engage if necessary. Iliminate's not going to go for a kill on this guy because he is just too strong right now. Looks like bottom lane they have enough wards to see Taric running into the bush here, so Monkuro's not going to make any stupid mistakes, at least hopefully not. Ezreal going to be back in the lane soon enough to help out though. Skarner comes around. I guess he has his ultimate ready to go, and no one there to actually make this happen. He's probably going to need the assistance of Reap to actually land on ParadoXical with his ulti. He's going to have to land his fish and to a Skarner grab. I think it would be really strong if he can land it, but so far they haven't seen that combo happen yet. And they are, oh, that's actually a really good job stealing. They have 2 champions that can jump over the wall, take that blue buff very quickly, and get out of there if necessary. In fact, they might stick around here. I think that they're going to expect them to try and come in there. Oh, wow, Monkuro is very low right now after this engage onto the bottom here. And if he can get one more attack, they might be able to take out Taric. But now with them coming from behind, Cloverblood lands a nice Q, executing that Janna very quickly. Sojs on the run and doesn't have enough mana to really blink, but he's far enough away that he can escape right now. Fizz is going to land a fish in this bush if he decides to stick around. He probably could have gotten a kill there. Skarner was there as well with his ultimate, although they didn't want to really risk that. Ah, there we go. That's a nice job. ParadoXical ran back to the lane, whereas Cloverblood decided to be the one who took the bait, run into the bush there, and got destroyed almost instantaneously. So that was a really bad play on his part. Kind of greedy, in fact. He should have shot a Q into that bush to see if they were there. Let's go back. In the meantime, at the same time they were fighting there was a little bit of engage, and it looks like Iliminate actually picked it up here. JungleStalker let like ahead on the kills here, or sorry, health, but he wasn't expecting the stun to come in, and really didn't even turn around any damage at all. Iliminate just completely dogged on him there. It was really just a very simple kill. Pretty much just attacked him and was like, all right, fine, I'll kill you. You can stand there. Oh my god, I think I'm going to miss every single fight this game. Alright, so Reap trying to go in for the kill. He does land a few damage. Actually, he just missed that damage, and now he's going to get turned around completely. Doesn't have his mana to really shoot out anything else. His ultimate's even down from that kill earlier. So kind of a bad decision on his part. You really shouldn't be engaging on a champion that is that strong if you don't have all of your abilities. He didn't even have a lot of mana either, so he's going to lose all of his creep farm. Kind of just an overall bad play. I don't know what he was thinking with that. I mean, sometimes it's easy to make those decisions as Fizz. I guess if he was going to do anything, he should have probably used his E to land on him and then use his Q to a creep. That's really the best thing. Whenever I play as a Fizz, if I want to do an engage and get out quickly, and I have my E maxed first, and so it's going to do a lot of damage, I'll use my E to land on their face, do the damage, and then I'll have a creep, you know, kind of behind me somewhere, and then I'll dash through the creep to get back to safety. And that's a good juke tactic for Fizz. But in this particular case, he just literally just used everything and died. There we go, a little bit of engage here happening for Taric. He uses all of his abilities and then runs away rather than trying to stick it out in there. I guess he's like, well, Ezreal has a red buff and I don't want to risk it. Fairly smart on his part. I guess that the Kog'Maw is not necessarily as strong just yet. He does have a Phage, so if they decide to turn around and chase them, then that's going to be one Phage proc away from slowing them enough to really make them pretty much just vulnerable to really dying there. It looks like ParadoXical already took down the turret. Obviously, that happened earlier, but that's going to give them a lot of map advantage if they want to go for the dragon in just a little bit. Of course, right now, the red team is actually in the lead as far as that's concerned. If they want to go for dragon very soon, they can probably get a nice dive going on down here or just go for it soon. Actually, with Cloverblood coming in here, that was actually a really nice tornado. I don't know if it's going to say... Okay, if that tornado had not landed, he would have gotten in range to land that Q. Instead, Cypress comes in here. Looks like he wants to do some damage. He does have the Oracle, so he doesn't want to lose it, but he's waiting for someone to make a mistake. Does he have his ult? He does. I guess he just decided not to actually use it because everyone was backing off. Sojs had low health, no mana at all, and probably would not have been able to turn that around before they would have died in the meantime. And looks like a little bit of dive action happening up here. TD ParadoXical doing a lot of burst to Reap, putting him down below half HP. He's not going to stick around for the dive just yet. He wants to wait for his cooldowns to come back up first. So if Fizz sticks around a little bit longer, he might be able to grab the kill. Oh, nice job with Trickster dodging out of that Q. So far, though, ParadoXical in a really good position because he is just overall stronger than Fizz and straight up engage. Cypress here with the Oracles. Needs to be careful. He doesn't want to lose that, but he's going to go ahead and place down his ulti on the Cloverblood. Sojs misses all of his skill shots, and that's going to cause Cypress to lose that Oracle. It's really bad position for them to be in. They really want to pick up that Taric, but he's able to get away just tanky enough to not die in that situation. JungleStalker coming down. Can he get the ultimate off? He lands everything on the Calamond, and now he's going to turn his attention to the Taric, hoping that his teammate will try and clean up the rest of the kill onto the Kog'Maw. Looks like he will take him down for the kill. ParadoXical now by himself has to flash over the wall and is going to be in a little bit of a bad position if Janna could get in there. But Reap is all by himself. Janna wasn't able to make it to his side, so kind of a bad idea on his part to kind of chase that around. And now he's going to grab a double kill. Nope, no, never mind. He's good. He flashed to the turret. I didn't realize that Janna still had the flash. I figured if she had flash, she would have used it to jump over the wall. But I don't know. Kind of a pussy move on Janna's part. Excuse my language, but seriously, like she should have jumped over the wall and helped him out to fight that Fizz. I don't know. I mean, sorry, to help Fizz fight ParadoXical. Anyways, that pretty much just cost him, another kill to help feed the Diana even further. I mean, she's only got 2 kills right now, but it doesn't take much for Diana to start snowballing. And we'll have to see if that really starts to affect them later on in the game. Of course, Diana does tend to fall off a little bit late game, in my opinion, especially against these really tanky champions. But that may or may not be the case. We'll just have to wait and see. Fizz, on the other hand, just gets stronger and stronger as the game goes on. Once he grabs like a Death Cap and a Lich Bane, he's going to be completely wrecking guys with his burst. We'll have to see if that's the exact build he goes for. I'm not sure. He's going for a DFG from what I can tell you. Kage's and then a Blasting Wand, so he's going to have a DFG soon. He's like, might as well milk it before they nerf that thing. So DFG's Fizz is pretty good. It's going to do a lot of single target damage. You're going to miss out on a little bit of damage from your ultimate and your E. Honestly, I don't personally like it because he has so many abilities that scale on AP, and he has so much scaling that I just like going straight for the Death Cap. And that way you can do gigantic amounts of burst with all your spells. Monkuro, wow, that was a huge amount of damage that Diana was able to do. With his ultimate in Tornado, though, he was able to get away safely. So no kills happening there. Looks like Dragon goes down for blue team, but JungleStalker, meanwhile, up top is just going to try and shove this tower down. And I don't know if he's going to be able to kill it before they stop him. It looks like Iliminate is going to be there, Iliminate is going to be there very soon to try and pick that up, but he's actually going to have a lot of time alone with that turret. So it's going to be at least a little bit below half HP, and a lot of creeps are coming in there, so he's actually missing out on a lot of creeps as well. So far the game is fairly close right now. I mean, red team, they seem to be doing decent, but they are quite far behind on gold. And the engage happens here with the Fizz ultimate on the Cypress. It's not enough to clean him up. If ParadoXical can get in there, he might be able to clean him up. It looks like he wasn't in range though for his ultimate. Either that or his cooldown wasn't up, so he couldn't clean up that Skarner. Also, it would have been kind of dangerous to continue diving in there if he didn't have all of his cooldowns ready to go. So far, this has been a really action-packed game. I've been trying to catch everything, but I kind of suck at it. So eventually, I will be the master of map control. But for now, I will just use this back button. I love this back button. It's so good. Alrighty. So things have kind of slowed down just a little bit as the teams are trying to farm up their lanes, go back, buy their items, and kind of regroup back for more fights. I'm really surprised. It's only 16 minutes into the game, and it's like laning phase is in it a long time ago. So kind of a non-standard gaming pattern. And you know, I'll be perfectly honest, I did kind of expect this to happen. I didn't know it was going to be to this extent. I was like, all of these teams, both teams really have a lot of like roaming champion with a lot of like roaming potential. So we've been seeing a lot of that happen, and like the champions running around all across the map, getting kills throughout the jungle and stealing jungle camps and things like that. I'm curious if these guys are actually keeping timers on the jungle camp, because they've been up there a lot of the time when that is about to spawn. All right. Bottom lane just sitting here farming it away. He's trying to get up that attack speed as much as possible. He's going to have a Phantom Dancer before he builds any raw damage items, which is, you know, is a fairly popular build for Calamond. They kind of rely on his passive damage rather than going for damage items first. Looks like Janna might actually get caught here. Skarner in the way, and that is a lot of damage that Janna just placed down onto Malphite, and no ultimate just yet, but here comes the rest of the team. I don't think he's gonna be able to get away right here. He's got the exhaust going down. He's actually quite tanky, and he's doing a lot of return damage. That ultimate pushes him away, but he's gonna jump back in there, try and do a little bit of extra damage before he goes down. He's able to clean up just a bit before his team gets in there, and Monkuro is trying to run the opposite way to try and force them to not get any more kills. Taric gets kind of by himself, puts him in this sort of bad position. Yeah, that was an easy kill for them. He should not have been there. And now Monkuro doing a good job with all the opposite direction kiting, and he might actually get away without dying there. That's going to allow Sojs to get in there and pick up the kill onto Lee Sin. She gets away with absolutely no HP. Let's see if he lands an ultimate. It looks like he's probably going to expect him to already back. That was a really nice turnaround that red team did there. I was expecting blue to pick up a lot of kills there. Oh no, Reeb, you stayed around way too long. Calamond picking up the kill with the ooze, and that is just not good. I mean, it was good, and then it was like, not so good. This game, I don't know what to say about it, man. It's like so back and forth. These guys are crazy right now. Jeez. Either way, though, blue team remains in the lead at a couple thousand gold. Currently with farm, I'm not seeing giant discrepancies. Obviously, Janna is farming a decent amount more than Fizz, but the rest of them, not so much. I mean, 10 gold here, 20 gold there. Lots of ward control around the map for red team. They're going to be able to see anytime blue runs around. Let's see, blue doesn't have a lot of map control. Red, well, maybe not. I guess it wasn't. It looked like more just because I had the full vision of the map. There's a little bit of damage on the JungleStalker. I don't know if it's going to be enough for Iliminate to get in range for his dash. They do want to try and kill him, but they can't tower dive that. That would be super dangerous. So they just need to wait for the rest of the team to get grouped up. Once this Cogmaw gets the red buff, he's going to be really dangerous, and they need to probably take advantage of that. Cog with a red is a lot more dangerous than a lot of the other champions, at least in my personal opinion. So he's just trying to get in here and do a little bit of return damage on the Cloverblood, as he just kind of sits here and waits for his team to get in range. And there's a little bit of action happening over here. They're waiting for that blue buff to come back up. They have the timer on it. They know it's coming up. Wow, what the heck? Is he attacking something? I don't know what I just saw there, but anyways, ParadoXical has the idea that he's there. It doesn't actually. Okay, there's the blue. That was really weird. I don't know if that's like a bug or what. So just actually picking up a kill on a Cogmaw somewhere. Let's go back. I don't even know where I missed that. Okay, I was just watching the blue buff because it was like pointing out. But anyways, Calamond over here is going to get jumped onto. Nice Fizz ultimate. Actually was aimed for Cloverblood, but will land on him instead. Sojs going for the kill with the jump over the wall. That's going to be enough to take him down. And Cloverblood is going to fall as well to Reap. This is looking really bad. Red team's starting to catch back up into the lead. Double buff onto the Ezreal now after that. And ParadoXical does grab the blue buff. Unfortunately, he's going to get caught by JungleStalker, and the rest of the team is going to be following up on this. There's no way he can do enough damage to clean this up before they get him taken down. And so overall, blue team has just put themselves in a really bad position at this point. And overall, I don't know. I mean, if they keep making plays like that, it's like red team's still behind in gold. But if they keep making plays like that, they're going to eventually fall behind. And I think the blue team's getting really strong as a team. We're going to have to wait and see if that actually holds true or not. I meant to say red team is getting really strong as a team. So, yeah, they're just all over the map. People making mistakes. They really need to group up and stop screwing around. Like they're playing like they're not even 2200 elo right now. It's like they're just trolling each other right now. So kind of unfortunate to see that sort of miscommunication in play, and I don't know. It's just kind of disappointing, to be honest. If they can group up right now and try and shove down lane, they've got enough range with Kog'Maw to poke down some turrets, and they're going to be safe enough. They don't have to fully engage on the turret. They can just kind of sit back, let Kog'Maw poke down the health of that, the HP of that turret, and then it'll go down. So they got the dragon. That's good. As far as red right now, though, they are super tanky, and they have a lot of engage potential. I mean, exactly like I was talking about from earlier. They can catch people, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're a team that is going to excel greatly whenever they find someone out of position slightly, because they're going to take advantage of that, and they're going to turn the tide. They're going to make it a 5v4 very quickly, and it's going to make it very difficult for blue team to actually turn that back around. Okay, we're at a little bit of a calm before the storm. At 22 minutes, Baron is a hot topic at this point. I know that both teams are eventually going to set their sights on that, so we could see a bait very soon. I feel like that is almost what blue team might want to do, is try and bait that out. However, they do need to be a little bit careful. There is a lot of jungle buffs sitting on top of red team, so they don't want to get in a position where Ezreal is just gonna, chunk them down. He's got that Trinity Force. He's building into, looks like, his last Whisper, so he's gonna be able to break through a lot of the defenses that he's seeing here on this team. Blue is finally grouping up. They could go. They're kind of baiting this Baron. They're trying to bait the Baron, but red team's not taking the bait. Instead, they're just gonna go for a nice 3-kill. Oh man, what a great ultimate from the Malphite, knocking out 4 people. And the Fizz ulti is going to land. Iliminate gets really low, gets taken down, but Fizz is shut down by the Kog'Maw. He's trying to stay in the back and be safe and just poke down damage every time that it's possible. Sojs is able to clean up their support, but it looks like from Janna here, he's in there doing a lot of assassination, and Kog'Maw is safe in the back, just poking them down, kiting as much as possible, and they just can't get to him to do any extra damage. So far, that is a 3-for-2 exchange with JungleStalker almost going down. That could be a, well, not necessarily quadra, but a 4th kill. All Cloverblood needs to do is jump in there and kind of cut him off from the other side. Now that he has vision, I think that Kog'Maw might be able to clean this up. Nope, never mind. He just can't get in range. If that Lee Sin had been paying attention, he could have easily run around the other side and grabbed a kill onto JungleStalker. Instead, he lets him get away. I guess he's just playing a little bit scared. He doesn't want to lose his oracles, which is kind of okay, but it's kind of not. I don't know. Would have been a nice kill either way. But that is good. Blue team now in the lead by 4,000 gold. Well, about 3,000 gold. And so they haven't lost their lead after that fight. It was a really good engage by the Malphite. It's just that they could not finish that up because the Kog'Maw was in the back the whole time, just pounding away on them. And they had to deal with all of the damage coming in from ParadoXical. It was just too much for them to handle. I mean, they focused down the Taric, which is exactly what Taric wants as a support. He's like, okay, I'm tanky. I'm going to run in there. I'm going to be, as much of a bruiser as I can be. And hopefully they focus me down while my team cleans up the rest of the fight. So at this point, the mid tower is actually really low. I feel like Ezreal could have just literally attacked that one more time and it would have been okay. Instead, what he did not do was finish it off, and that allowed the Kog'Maw to kind of sit back here in the turret, and I think they took a few turret hits, in fact, in that fight. I'm not sure exactly. I have to watch it again. I'm not going to, but I think that might have had a slight determination on the fight there. Because Kog'Maw was like, well, I'm safe. I just run back to the turret. Now, all they need to do is clean up this turret here and get another great engage with that Malphite. And really, they need this Skarner to land his ultimate on top of the Kog'Maw. I mean, it's going to be nice if he can clean up ParadoXical, but ParadoXical is fairly tanky. He's got a good amount of HP, and it's really the Kog'Maw that's going to be putting a lot of pressure on their team. Yes, they have a lot of damage, though. I mean, they have to deal with Iliminate and ParadoXical, both very assassin-style champions. They have no oracles here, it doesn't look like, so they have no idea that they're being seen here. This is going to be really bad once blue team gets in position. Cypress using that speed buff to try and get in there, using his ultimate now on a ParadoXical. Not sure if it's the right target. Like I said, he needs to save that for the Kog'Maw. And yes, they do finally take it on ParadoXical, so it might have been okay because the rest of his team wasn't there in time to really clean that up. And now Calamond going to get kind of focused down here as the Malphite tries to clean him up, but it's all by himself with 3 on top of his face. Could he clean this up? He needs one more auto attack, and there's the Q. He actually gets the kill. I'm surprised, actually. That is a strong Malphite, my gosh. And they're going to continue diving in here, but the ace for red team is going to put them in a pretty good position. They're actually ahead on kills. They're not caught up on gold, only 1,000 behind, but they actually put themselves in a really good position there. So I have to give credit to the Malphite. He stuck to that Kog'Maw. He stuck it out the entire way. He was able to clean up the kill, and that's exactly what they needed to do. So honestly, I have to say that's probably ParadoXical's fault. He got caught out way too far away from his team. They had complete vision of this. They knew that they were all there. That's why he actually ran up in the first place. But there's no reason he should have just ran up and queued and like gave him a free kill there. That's kind of a bad play on his part. I guess he just wasn't expecting to see that Irelia go off and him get caught so fast. He was super tanky. It took them a long time to kill him. So I think in any other situation, if the rest of his team was just grouped up in time, they would have actually cleaned up blue. They would have cleaned up red there. But they were just so split, there's nothing they can do. And now red team's in a really good position. I think they might actually be able to easily win this next fight. But we're going to have to wait and see. It's going to come down to another good grab by Skarner, and they're going to have to use a lot of abilities to really deal with the tankiness of blue team. Alright, so now now Baron is going to be contested quite heavily here. Oracles detects that there is no vision for red team, but red is definitely there, and they want to try and make a play here. I don't know why they're starting this so fast. They have no idea where blue team's at. They obviously know that they could be there very soon. It'd be nice if they made this happen. Whoa, why is blue team taking so long? They're actually taking this down really fast. Now they're going to have to back out. This is going to be a full-on engage. Cloverblood goes down extremely fast. There's the ultimate, landing only on one person. Cloverblood probably not the target for Malphite to land on there. This could be a bad turnaround. Red team might actually get taken down here as they're not cleaning up the right targets. Kog'Maw does go down. That is actually very good. And it's going to be really close here so far. 3 down for red team. Blue needs to go ahead and clean this up, and I think they're in a bad position. Fizz and Skarner not going to be enough damage to really clean up the rest of them, so they put themselves in a bad position there, in my personal opinion. They could have played that so much better. Like I said, Malphite not using his ultimate on the right target. Probably Skarner not doing it right either. So overall, their whole team comp relies on them landing their ultimates on the right targets. It just didn't happen in that particular case. Cloverblood is the one that they used all those abilities on. They didn't even kill him. So overall, it's just, I keep saying overall, but honestly, that sucked really bad for a red team. They have a really strong team comp, but again, it just relies on it being precise. Like, they have to use those abilities on the right targets, otherwise they're screwed. You can't focus the tank with your ultimate and only land an AoE knock-up CC ability on one person who doesn't do a lot of damage. Lee Sin has no damage on him. He's a jungler. He has an Aegis. He's not the person to knock up with that ultimate. He could have landed that onto the Janna or onto the Kog'Maw. Yes, they killed the Kog'Maw, but overall it just wasn't worth it. So red team is back now. I'm surprised that blue went for Dragon and gave them a free Baron here. That was a really retarded play. It's like, okay guys, we want to fight. I don't want to keep the lead here. I want to allow red team to kind of catch back up. So let's just give them a free Baron. No problem. Really stupid. So after a great team fight, blue team is now once again behind. And well, not really behind in gold, but they're behind in this current situation. They're kind of hanging around here, hoping that someone runs into this bush and makes a bad decision. So far, blue is just going to kind of play it a little bit safe. They're going to stick around behind their turret here. Cypress is going to run up in front, look for some opportunities. Nice GA here for ParadoXical. That could help him out nice in this fight, but he is going to get caught there once again. Pretty much just wasting that entire Guardian Angel. Calamond in the back doing a little bit of poke over the wall, but it's not going to matter as ParadoXical goes down very quickly to the combined might of red. They are getting a lot of burst off. Reef picks up a kill on a Cloverblood, finally taking out that Oracles, and Taric actually shuts down Fizz. Calamond trying to take out the Malphite. He is able to do so as he doesn't have any more support from the rest of the team. Cypress now in a bad position. They do take out the GA on the Iliminate, and overall, they do not win the fight, but at the same time, they are able to clean up 2 Guardian Angels, so next time it might not be the same So that's a 4-for-2 trade, but you have to also factor in those 2 Guardian Angels that were taken down. So I think in the next fight, blue team's going to need to play it very safely. Another good thing to consider is that blue team did a decent job considering that red actually had a Baron buff. So that's another thing to kind of think about. It's a really, really back and forth game, I'll be perfectly honest with you. They want to take out this turret. It's not going to happen though. Cypress is there in a good time. He's got the double buff. He's got the Baron buff. He's really strong right now. Let's take a look at the. I haven't looked at the farm personally yet. It's still actually quite close. It's only about 20 apart in favor of blue team. They're actually all out farming except for the jungler there. And even Taric has 40 CS. That's awesome. It's really nice to see the support getting farmed. It's really important in my opinion for a support to get decent farm. Now, actually on Taric, I don't like to see him go for that much armor. I'd rather him have like a Zeke's. I feel like that would be a lot stronger for his Cloverblood. And everyone on the team would benefit from that. This is actually really bad. ParadoXical gets caught every single time. And you know, I'm surprised. He just 1v3'd them and still took out their AD carry. So I'm not sure if that's going to be enough for blue team to be able to win this. Okay, yes, it will. JungleStalker gets caught kind of in a bad position now. Irelia is trying to get away, but he still gets exhausted. He's going to go down right here. They're going to be able to clean up this inhibitor if they can finish him off. Wow, this is so damn tanky. Can they clean him up? They did. Finally. Taric's able to get yet another kill. Taric getting really strong here in terms of items and whatnot. He doesn't want to lose that overalls, but he's going to. And the double buff probably as well. Oh, he flashed, but the creep. One last auto attack from the range minion OP. Range minion OP, dude. That is too bad. So blue team keeps doing good plays, and then they make bad plays. It's like, they just can't, I don't know. I want to take a nap right now. I'm so sad. I don't want to watch this game anymore. Alright, well, Cypress still has that Baron buff. It's going to be off very soon, though. Before the next engagement, it'll be off, I'm pretty sure. So blue has kind of held on to their gold lead this whole game, but I just don't feel like they're doing the right things. Like, they could have ended this game so much longer. Or so much... Yeah, so much longer ago. I don't know, that doesn't sound right in my head. Okay. Let's see. Malphite now with his frozen heart. It's gonna be a lot of armor, man. How much damage does he do with his armor? 86 extra damage because of his armor. No ability power. He actually sold his Doran's rings. So those were his early items. I guess he sold his Doran's rings to finish up one of his items previously. I didn't see when he did that, but that's the only reason I think you would do that. I don't know why else you would sell your Doran's. Pretty soon we're gonna have GAs back up for both Irelia and for Janna. So if these guys can actually hold off on a full engage for a little bit longer, they're going to be way stronger than red team. Does anyone on red have that? Looks like Malphite's going to be going for Guardian Angel next. I can only imagine that's what his next time is going to be. There's only so many armor items you can get with Chain Bag. Yeah, that's it, pretty much. I'm guessing Ezreal's going to go for a Guardian Angel next. Now that he's got pretty much his full like damage setup going there. He could obviously go for an Infinity Edge, but he's probably going to be better off with a... If he decides to go for that. I don't know how much money he has. He's got 900 AC. It's going to be a while before he can get that. Oh, and the ultimate on the ParadoXical. He's trying to get in range for Cypress to land his, and every single time Janna is one who gets caught. Her Guardian Angel is not up in time, so she's going to go down. That's going to be a nice little engage for blue team if they can, for red team if they can continue this. They might be able to take out this inhibitor if they just keep pushing it down. Everybody is pretty decent health right now. Reap's a little bit low, but he's got enough to just sit back and look for a nice engage. They're not going to be able to push this down without creeps, unfortunately. They have too much damage and stun potential. Instead, they're going to go for a kill. Oh my god, Reap was almost able to land that nice one onto Calamond. They had him quite low. If they can get one more engage like that, it's going to be really sexy. Flash is down though, so he has to be careful about that. And Fish is back up. It's very low cooldown, especially with that blue buff. So all he needs to do is get in there, find somebody who's in a bad position, and Reap's gonna just clean them up very nasty. He's probably gonna save his ultimate for a squishy target such as the Cogmaw, but if he does land it correctly, it's gonna be really nice. It looks like Guardian Angel back up for Iliminate, probably up for Janna as well as soon as she gets back in 5 seconds. Yeah, pretty sure. So next fight, blue team needs to, okay, ParadoXical needs to stop being a retard and getting caught. I mean, he's a good player. He's obviously this high elo, but in this particular game, it's like everywhere he goes, he gets caught all by himself every single time. I mean, I've had games like that. I definitely play shitty sometimes too, and you know, it's just part of it. Like sometimes you're gonna have good games, sometimes you're gonna have bad games. In this particular case, he's doing decent. Like he's doing good damage, and he's really strong in the team fights. But like some of his plays are really putting his team in a bad position. I feel like they could have won a long time ago if certain members of the team, not gonna say any names anymore, would stop getting caught out of position all the time. All right. You know, I always see in comments on YouTube like, oh my god, I can't believe these guys are high elo. They're so bad. I'm way better than them. I'm a 900 elo player, but it's not true. Like, you have to keep in mind, like these guys, it may look like they're doing really shitty right now, like certain people like caught stuff, but honestly, it comes down to like the other team knows where to be. They know like how to use their abilities. Oh my god, Cloverblood. It's going to get completely beasted here, but they are not able to clean him up, and instead, it's going to actually turn around and be bad for red team, as Reap is able to clean up two different people there. ParadoXical takes out the Ezreal, double kill now for ParadoXical, and now that he's not the one who's caught, they're just going to continue raping the rest of red team down here, and this is really bad as they are super split. They're trying to get away here and back out. I think the blue team is either going to go for a Baron or potentially just finish up the turrets. I don't know. Are they going to try and hunt them down? What are they doing? JungleStalker doesn't have enough time to back out. He's in a kind of bad position here. Skarner wants to run in here and place some interference, but it's not going to be smart for him to do so. Oh my god, nice flash stun from the Taric, but it's going to get turned around as Reap has his ultimate once again and is going to clean that up. So much damage potatoes coming in, and can he get away? Nope, doesn't look like it. Irelia is able to clean that up. They still have their two Guardian Angels. JungleStalker is going to go down for the double kill onto Iliminate, and Cypress needs to just jump his happy little butt out of there. Clap, clap, run away, Mr. Crabman. All right, that is it. I think blue team's in a really good position now. They're actually behind in gold, but with those two Guardian Angels, if they can get another engage like that, that might just put them in the lead and have enough strength to grab the Baron buff. This is such a close game, holy crap. 38 minutes, and I don't have any idea who's going to win. We haven't seen much more than this inhibitor. I mean, red team's in a good position with the inhibitor down. So if they do win the next team fight, I think blue's screwed, honestly. Well, if blue can win the next team fight, grab Baron and grab an inhibitor, that's going to be where they really put themselves in the lead. But otherwise, it's just going to come down. I think this is what it comes down to, this fight right here. They really need to be careful. Blue team, they only have two people attacking this Baron. They're doing a lot of damage to it, granted, but red team is getting there very fast. They might actually pick it up before red can counter this. So it looks like that will be a Baron for blue, and yes, they do get it. Cypress actually gets caught. Bad Cypress, bad Crabman. What do you do that for? Yeah, he was trying to get in there and steal that, so that's fair enough. Red team just wasn't in position to clean it up. So now that blue has the Baron, they can regroup, shove down the mid lane, take out all of these super minions. They're gonna have their inhibitor up very soon. If they can just play it safe, push down that inhibitor, they still have two Guardian Angels as well, then they're gonna be a really good spot. ParadoXical was trying to back out, but the minion said, no sir, no sir, you're gonna stay in lane, sucker. Ezreal is working on that Guardian Angel. How much more does he need? Looks like he should have it in about, what's that, 300 gold, or was it 1900? I don't know, I can't remember. I suck at remembering things. Yeah, I know, it's a scorpion, not a crab. I can just see the hate comments right now. But I like to say crab. Clap, clap. I just think of the clumpers. The little clumpers he's got. He grabs people. Scorpion! Whatever. Alright, so right now they're going to go ahead and shove down this turret. Red team's doing a good job of clearing out the waves fast enough so they don't do a lot of damage with that. Looks like Calamond just really needs to focus that down. He needs to use those abilities to pop that thing down as fast as possible. Now that all of red team are here, they do have to be careful though. If blue gets engaged on with an ultimate from Malphite, a few of them landed on, and then Cypress uses his ultimate, that's going to be dead blue team. So yes, they will just back off and probably play it safe. If they want to, they can go ahead and take out some of these other turrets in the top or bottom, and that's a safe way for them to do it. I guess they're going to go for an even safer dragon, but it's not even up, so it's like, okay. Just wasting time right now, kiddos. And red is strong enough that they are not completely afraid. And I don't know. They do need to be kind of afraid. If the wrong person gets caught, they're screwed. Like 2 G8s. Come on, what are you gonna do? Not only are they tanky without the Guardian Angel, but I mean 2 G8s. Look at this. Oh, that's fun. That's the one thing I like about Irelia is whenever you jump between the minions, like it's like very entertaining. All right, JungleStalker not taking any damage. Can't even like remove that shield. Holy crap, he's so damn tanky. So much armor. What is this? What is this? It's Armor City, man. GG. Gosh, dang. Okay. What is this? He's got 368 armor. Holy crap. That's just hilarious. I don't even know what to say about that. 110 damage extra from armor. Now all he needs to do is just stand there. Just stand there. Alright, there it is. Ezreal's ready for an engage to happen. He has his Guardian Angel. There you go. Nice ultimate on the Calamond. Why do you get caught? That is the perfect target. Holy crap, red team. Good job. And they're going to go for the engage, try and clean up the rest of these Guardian Angels. Nice ultimate from Malphite. Going to knock up 2 of blue team. But is it going to be enough? They need to finish off some more people and take down these Guardian Angels. Cypress getting kicked back to hold him down. And so far they are in a good position. They've taken down 2, haven't lost any of their own. And they've taken down 1 GA from Iliminate. Iliminate's going to go down very soon if that Malphite can clean him up. Looks like Sojs hasn't even lost his Guardian Angel. Cleans him up. And they've only lost Cypress so far. There's the double kill and the ace. And that's going to be red team pushing in for the win. They don't have a turret to deal with here. And so I think that's going to be a win. It looks like diamond for me, Janna says. This was his diamond game apparently. Overall, just bad engage for blue. Pretty much came down to Cogmell getting caught there, and he just made a terrible play. Like, that was retarded of him to be so far up in the front like that. He really needed to play it safer. Once Cogmell went down without doing any damage, that was pretty much red team free reign to victory there. So they're going to take down that inhibitor once again for the second time. Clean up another turret, probably even take down this inhibitor, as the only one up right now is Cogmell. They still have like 20 seconds for the rest of the team to be fully up and ready to go. They are a little bit low, so they have to be slightly careful about that. Oh, and there's the ultimate Calamond. What a retard! He really wants to lose this game. He just goes in and gets caught once again. All he needed to do is just wait for his team to get up. There's no way he could have defended that at all. Oh, God. I'm sad for these guys. How to not win at League of Legends. Be this Cogmell. Act like Cogmell. And then early game, be like ParadoXical. Overall, they gave up such a huge lead that they had, and red team now getting super strong, getting their own Guardian Angels. Oh my God. And like I said, Reap only gets stronger. Fizz only gets stronger as the game goes on. Now that he's got a Lich Bane, oh God, he's gonna hit so hard. Oh, and the Death Cap. Oh, I don't know what to do. That's so much damage. And then ParadoXical, he's really falling off at this point. He does a little bit of damage, yeah, but in comparison to Fizz, just in my personal experience, my opinion, probably, I think ParadoXical is way weaker than Fizz. Fizz is gonna blow people up. He's got a great engage ultimate. There's just so much he can do. Good AOE if he lands an E in the middle of the enemy team as well. All right, here we go. Just so everyone knows, I'm not trying to like bad talk any of these players. If I'm like, oh, what a retard, why did he get caught? I'm not saying like he's a bad player. He just made a bad play. Like, I've done some retarded stuff too. So I think we all have. We're all retards at some point, but learn from other people's mistakes. Don't be the retard. Anyways, that's my public service announcement for the day, I guess, something like that. Red team now at a 3K commanding lead with 2 inhibitors down. They have full map control. Let's take a look at their vision as well. Blue team cannot see anything that's going on. Red, they've got 1 ward here. If they start warning up more, they're going to be even stronger. But they don't really even need to. They just need to shove down the lanes and use their minions as wards, basically. I don't know. Blue's pinging all over the map. I don't think they even know what they're wanting to do. They're kind of split out right now. Very interesting. Kind of another calm before the storm going on here. Hurricane Winters, I guess. I just made that up. Comes after the one before that. Yeah. All right. What's next? Hurricane Zebra. I don't know. I honestly don't know how they name those things. I think they go by the alphabet, right? I'm not a biologist or geologist or whatever it is. Who studies that? Geologist, right? Study weather? I don't know. Who cares? Anyways, Sojs is here. He's got pretty strong setup here. He's actually going for his Infinity Edge now. Wow, that's going to hurt so bad, so bad. What do you got here? Zeke's, great item. Love it. Not enough people build Zeke's. Does Taric have Zeke's yet? No, not. Why, Taric? Why? Why do you have this? Why do you have an Negatron cloak? Build a Zeke's, you retard. Alright, sorry. He's not a retard. I take it back. I just hate it when people don't build Zeke's. I don't know why. I'm like such a... I'm like I should be like on the Zeke's building campaign. Like I'm gonna advertise for the I have the Zeke's charity, like, the Zeke's charity fund. You know? You help support Zeke's research instead of cancer research. I'm going for Zeke's research. Such a good item. Like look, okay, think about it. Yes, there's some team comps that maybe Zeke's not that good for, but let's just count the champions that benefit from attack speed. ParadoXical. Okay, he's got a passive that benefits from attacking fast. Iliminate. He's an auto attack champion. Cloverblood, not as much, but certainly a little bit. Oh my god, what's happening here? Reap goes down so fast, just kind of sitting there. And and a whiffed ultimate for JungleStalker. This is going to be really good for blue team if they can turn this around, but so far not actually doing that great. They're losing a lot. They lost 3, in fact. And, okay, I take it back. Even though, I guess these guys are just so damn strong right now that they can just straight up tower dive all that crap, miss all their ultimates, and still win the game. Yeah, that's pretty much GG at this point. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, Kog'Maw. He's like, I need attack speed. No Zeke's. I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sad. Either way, that was a really good game by Red Team. They came back from being behind. They stayed in it the whole time. And they just did a great job of catching ParadoXical consistently. They really turned it around once Calamond got caught at the turret there. So Skarner, God, I hate Skarner. I ban Skarner when I'm leader of the games. But anyways, thank you guys for watching the game. Hopefully you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed casting. But I'm out. Peace.